West hits back at Russia with sanctions for aggression against Ukraine. Amid the Russia-Ukraine crisis, the West has imposed several sanctions against Russia for its actions that are being viewed as military aggression towards Ukraine, in a stark reminder of the bans imposed in 2014 during and after the Crimean War. Sanctions during the 2014 Russia-Ukraine conflict. Several countries in the Americas, Europe, and Asia, such as the US, Canada, Switzerland, Japan, Norway, et al., imposed sanctions on Russia and Russian individuals for threatening the sovereignty of Ukraine. These sanctions had hit various sectors in the nation like power, trade, oil, infrastructure, real estate, etc. Sanctions amid the current Russia-Ukraine crisis. The United States of America. In a move that could have been viewed as a warning to Russia, U.S. President Joe Biden on Monday had imposed trade and investment restrictions on the two rebel Donbass regions in eastern Ukraine, Donetsk and Luhansk, that were given recognition as independent entities by Russia. This move was similar to what the U.S. did in 2014 against Crimea after the region seceded from Ukraine. Biden signed an executive order that banned trade and investments in Donetsk and Luhansk. The order also banned any U.S. entity from granting any approval or carrying out any financing, facilitation, or guarantee of a transaction by a foreign person where the transaction by that foreign person would be covered by these prohibitions if performed by a United States person or within the United States. The U.S. on Tuesday announced another round of sanctions, this time against Russia. The sanctions aimed to cut off Russia's financing from the West. The latest package includes sanctions on two major Russian banks and oligarchs of Russia. Biden joined 27 European Union members who unanimously agreed on Tuesday to levy their own initial set of sanctions, targeting Russian officials over their actions in Ukraine. Germany. Before the U.S., German Chancellor Olaf Scholz on Tuesday moved first, suspending the certification process for the Nord Stream 2 natural gas pipeline, which directly links Russian gas to Europe via Germany. The pipeline is complete but not yet operational. The move was appreciated by the Ukrainian government, which lauded Germany for its true leadership. This is a morally, politically, and practically correct step in the current circumstances, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba tweeted. True leadership means tough decisions in difficult times. Germany's move proves just that. The United Kingdom. In a move similar to the US, the United Kingdom imposed tough sanctions against 5 Russian banks and 3 businessmen, which Prime Minister Boris Johnson described as the first tranche of measures in response to Russian troops moving into 2 breakaway regions of Ukraine. The sanctions target Rossiya, IS Bank, General Bank, Pромsvязьbank and the Black Sea Bank, as well as billionaires Gennady Timchenko, Boris Rotenberg, and Igor Rotenberg as 3 very high net worth individuals. All 3 have been on the U.S. sanctions list for a number of years as associates of Putin. Any assets they hold in the UK will be frozen, the individuals concerned will be banned from travelling here, and we will prohibit all UK individuals and entities from having any dealings with them, Johnson told Parliament. The European Union. The European Union, too, announced sanctions, targeting the 351 Duma legislators who voted in favor of recognizing the separatist regions in eastern Ukraine. The EU sanctions also hit 27 other Russian officials and institutions from the defense and banking sectors. These curbs sought to limit Moscow's access to EU capital and financial markets. Japan. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida announced sanctions targeting Russia and the 2 separatist Ukrainian regions, seeking to pressure Russia to return to diplomatic solutions. Kishida on Wednesday said that his government will ban the issuance and distribution of Russian government bonds in Japan in response to the actions Russia has been taking in Ukraine. He said Japan will also suspend visa issuance to the people linked to the 2 Ukrainian rebel regions, freeze their assets in Japan and ban trade with the 2 areas. Australia. Australia has announced additional sanctions on Russia and is warning businesses to prepare for retaliation through Russian cyber attacks. Prime Ministers